The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City.
Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to find Jameson Williams, but it's going to be second down. You look at this Raiders defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Here's Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
The Raiders swarm in and block it. And they're going to get the football here inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Special teams putting a mark on this game early. Opening drive, block punt.
And for one team, it's a good mark, and for the other, not so good. And this is why special teams coaches are like designated hitters to me. They don't get very many opportunities. They need to maximize when it comes their way. And as we just said, one of them did.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing, O'Connell.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders take the block punt and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Here's Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The Lions sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, Goff. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Goff on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
But we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll go again with Gibbs.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
2nd down and 6 now. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The
offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down throw, O'Connell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now a 2nd and 10. Now O'Connell now to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to use his legs here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 3rd, O'Connell. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. To throw here, O'Connell. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Goff sliding out of the pocket. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they'd love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can see offensive pass interference called on this play from time to time. The tight end's going to sell that he's going outside. Let the slot receiver come past, and then work himself back to the inside. Sure enough, he's left with some open space, and he picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Another run for Gibbs here. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Trying the left side with Gibbs. Shrugs it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition in that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A good number of coaches, anytime they call it in route, are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back to throw, O'Connell. And this pass broken up. The contact well in time there, and now fourth down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Pick it up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his 9th touchdown this season. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
There are so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. More than 6 points, but somehow he couldn't hold it in. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again with O'Connell. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that, because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Third down and 13. Gone. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Jack Fox now. And remember, he had his first punt blocked. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. In motion left goes a tight end. And they go play action here with O'Connell. To the sideline and incomplete.
And
this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Cohen. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Second and 10.
Now it's gone. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down. Here's Jack Fox now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. O'Connell. He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now O'Connell. And this one nearly intercepted. Great time for their first pick. But instead it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 test methods and back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And it's complete to Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
Takes it to about the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 2nd down. Here's O'Connell. He'll let this go for Adams.
Going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The running game's not working sometimes. You just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now O'Connell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 41. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
And once again, O'Connell back to throw.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Lions weekend charging in and finishing off the sack. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's O'Connell.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's A.J. Cole now
As he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Here's Gong. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's easy to see when you review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why he got knocked away there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
O'Connell working from the gun.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Goff.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was called for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for his touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing after the interception, O'Connell.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, You're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. O'Connell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
the Lions on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Keep it rolling, boys. That's it. Come on, let's make a play here. Here we go.
3rd down and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Off the play fake. O'Connell. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays,
you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw, O'Connell. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
The tackle there by Marcus Epps.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They work now on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Four receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8. Hand off now to Gibbs. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. Davante Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. 87 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense.